Watcher, shed guy here, light fitting, during an interesting conversation of the youth about girl power. The light fitting got broken and the guitar took a direct hit. Suffice to say, girl power is alive and kicking in our house. So we're going to fix a chandelier. I'll get it down and then we'll get in the safety of my shed. Okay, we're on the way. We've eased back the screws on the ceiling hook. Dad made the old pattress there, and I should be able to squeeze in and just take it out of the chocolate block. We're now dangling on 2 screws. Chocolate block awaits. We undo it and then the whole thing will just drop down. It's a great system having a ceiling pattress with a big hole in it. So there you have it, ceiling hook off, pattress left in place, 2 girt screws go up through onto a reinforcing piece of wood above, and you can hang any weight you want off one of these. So it's a great way to hang something awkward and heavy. Right, we are back on home ground. Sunday, so there's the bells, and got a bit of patina on here. We'll clean that off and we'll start disassembling the beast. We've got the central rod that goes all the way through. It's threaded and the wire comes out here, but there's a piece that's been snapped off that should hold a rose underneath. Right, there she be on the bench top. It sits there like that. That goes on there like so. This goes on the end, and that's your broken piece. So he screws up the underside in there, and then the next pieces come down. So really I just need to have one of these pieces. So I'm looking for one of these in the repairs department. So this is my lights repair department. Dad made a load of ceiling pattresses. That's my favourite ones. Nice sort of OG looking thing. But anyway, you get the idea. If all else fails, I'll make one. Let's hope it doesn't fail, eh? Yep, we're looking good. These are the guts out of a couple of old light fittings, although that's got a bender on it. I can substitute that piece, keep the whole light fitting together, screw a bit in, and then screw another tail in. Wiring comes out of here. Bob's your uncle, Robert's your relation, Fanny's your auntie. I get brownie points. Okay, cracking. Okay, so up underneath the fitting, we're taking out the wiring out of the chocolate blocks, trying to disturb it as little as possible. Right, so
them's your supply, and with a bit of luck I'll screw a U piece onto here and then try and put a locking nut up underneath it, and then we're underway. Apart from it's going to foul on the original earth, so I'll have to take the earth off, and to take the earth off I'll have to unscrew the bottom nut, which I do not want to do. Okay. Okay, so here's the plan. We take the crystal chandelier and put it in the chandelier bucket upside down so I can get to the back side. Oh dear Lord. Wait a minute, let's get some safety features going. So, safety first. Here we go. Okay, that'll do. Cracking. Well, I hope that view makes sense to you. We're going to take this piece off, potentially. So the whole of the centre of your light fitting is basically held together by one threaded rod. Hello. That feels okay, doesn't it? There's the damaged section. Off comes that. Off comes him. I think that's the right size. Yeah, that's the right size. Right, locking nut, locking washer. In we go. Come on. And that is tight enough. There we go. There's your repair piece, the modern interpretation. And the old way was like a threaded boss with a hole in the side. So a cast piece. Well, this will do just as well. In fact, it'll make wiring easier. Right, we're in and we're going to screw that back down. I don't think you'll see much of this because my fingers are about to be in the way. Okay, well, we're sort of getting there. Just tightening this on. Slowly. It is tight, but that's a good thing, without being ridiculous. Right, we're catching that end thread. that's going to be plenty strong enough, and providing we don't have any more heated girl power discussions, we'll be golden. I suspect we will. Alright, well, I can slip a couple of 6-way Wago blocks under there, connect in, and then just do a jumper to here. Trying to get everything into these chocolate blocks is great, apart from, you know, wires are prone to coming out. That's the chunkier Wago block. Got the little arms that lift up, and when you click that in, it's tight. So you've got that size, quite bulky. That size, super sweet. And then you've got your 8-way connectors, but I'm better with solid wires on those. So solid copper in those for me. And there you go, there's the my chocolate block connection. My Wago blocks, and somewhere at the far end there'll be some chocolate blocks in there. Okay, so here we are, we're just feeding the wires into the block. So I've got the first 3 in there. We started with the block at the worst, shortest wire, which was this one. We're working our way around now. Okay, so we've got 3 of the arms going into one Wago block, power coming in, a jumper going over, second Wago block at the back, and then we need to connect these into the next block, which will be one here, one here. It's better having single wire going into a single terminal instead of what it was, which was, you know, 4 wires twisted going into one soggy, sad old chocolate block. So we're coming good. We're coming good. Okay, we're getting there. We've got our 4 Wago blocks. I've got my blue going into this one over here. So now I just need to put a jumper on from there. Into there. Sort of. And the good news is when I test it, if I have one arm out, I should be able to trace it back to the connections in the individual block and the individual pathway and sort it. Deep joy. So there's the general arrangement with your dangler on the top. I'm going to allow 1 centimetre of thread for that. Now I'm going to measure in here. So I'm 1.5 centimetres to the top of that. And then I want 0.5 centimetres. So I want just over 2 centimetres of rod so that I can screw it into here, lock it, and build up. So my cup sits on there, this sits on the cup, so I'm going to screw that cup down. Because I can. On goes the glass cover, little glass washer, and in case my I've got a little round, in case my ball disappears, I don't want the glass to fall off, so I'm going to put a little round under there that might just help hold it all together. Alright, so the idea of that, if it all goes Pete Tong and the glass ball comes away because it's a bit of a slack thread, that's my insurance policy. Okay, we're in. Let's put it all the right way up. Zoom out. Right, yeah, we've put a bit of daft electrics in here. Do a quick test. Boom. Now we're going to tidy around the danglers and the bits and bobs and give it a clean. There we are. Just a quick couple of quick blocks on there. Fantastic. Right.
There she be. We're back in business. Fantastic. Remember, always get a qualified electrician to work on electrical pieces. Don't do anything I've done, and have all electrical appliances correctly inspected. Having said that, it's not rocket science, is it? Shed guy going for a bike ride. Thanks for watching.